Who's the best player in the world?
Lionel Messi.
Who's the best player of all time?
Lionel Messi.
Most people look at greatness and think it's born in the light. They see the trophies, the millions of fans, the perfect moments. But true mastery, true shadow mastery, is born in the dark. It is forged in the moments when the world tells you that you are physically too small, too weak, and too broken to ever make it. This is the story of a boy from Rosario, Argentina, who shouldn't have grown past 5 feet tall. A boy who took a medical curse and turned it into a football empire. This is how Lionel Messi conquered the world. By the age of 10, Lionel Messi was a prodigy. He had feet that could make a football look like it was magnetically attached to his shoes. But while his talent was growing, his body stopped. He was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. Without expensive medication, costing nearly $1,000 a month, his bones would stop developing. His family couldn't afford it. Local clubs walked away. To the world, he was a broken investment. Too risky, too fragile. But talent doesn't care about your medical files. When you have your back against the wall, the shadow teaches you to survive. At just 13 years old, Messi packed a single suitcase and crossed the Atlantic Ocean to Europe. No family, no guarantees. Just a napkin contract signed by Barcelona, promising to pay for his medical needles if he could prove he was worth it. Every night, a young boy alone, in a dark room, had to inject growth hormones into his own legs just to have a chance at tomorrow. He didn't speak much. He didn't boast. He let his feet do the talking. Because he was smaller than everyone else, he had to be smarter. He learned to read the space before anyone else could see it. He turned his low center of gravity into a weapon. Defenders didn't just lose to him, they were humiliated by him.
Year, you've been crowned the best player of the year, the best player of the world. Lionel Messi, this is your chair.
Year after year, he collected Ballon d'Ors like simple tokens. Champions Leagues, La Liga titles, scoring 91 goals in a single calendar year, record that sounds more like a video game, glitched in human reality. He became a god in Europe. But true shadows know that the biggest test isn't when you're winning. It's when you lose where it matters most. For over a decade, Messi carried a curse. In Spain, he was a king. But in his homeland of Argentina, he was judged against the ghost of Diego Maradona. He lost 3 major finals in a row with Argentina. The weight of an entire country rested on his chest, suffocating him. The public turned on him. The media mocked him. He was called a failure on the international stage. He tasted total defeat. He even walked away from the national team, broken by the pressure. But giving up is for the weak. A master uses defeat as fuel. He returned, not for the fame, but to finish the story he started. On those dirt fields in Rosario. In December 2022, at 35 years old, in what the world knew was his final act, Messi did the impossible. The greatest World Cup final in history, a battle of wills. And when the dust settled, there was no more debate. The boy who needed needles to grow stood taller than anyone else in human history.
Who would win the Ballon d'Or for 2025? You could say you.
Number 1.
From a sickly kid in Rosario, to the king of Barcelona, to a global icon in America, he completed football. What is your excuse? What deficiency is holding you back? The shadow doesn't limit you. It defines how hard you are willing to fight to reach the light. Master your shadow. Control your destiny. If you want more stories of absolute mastery, hit subscribe. This is Shadow Mastery. See you in the dark.